Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and let me just briefly associate myself with the remarks of our chairman and ranking member. As far as condemning violence against family members of elected officials, no place in our society or our discussion. Mr. Chairman, congratulations to you for getting your end hunger resolution passed, and I've worked with you in the past on getting nutritional information available to more people, and we'll continue to work on that going forward. Mr. Massey, I guess along the lines of Palace Intrigue, did you not get the memo about the red tie today?
I did not get the red tie memo. It occurs to me that Mr. McGovern didn't get the blue tie memo. My defense.
Let me ask you a question, because you raised the issue on the findings of the bill, and I will admit I was startled when I read the findings, so I'm glad you addressed that. In the section that deals with the continued applicability of state law, it points out that nothing would be done for a state that is at least as protective of the rights of an individual to speak freely. So in your hearings, in the information leading up to this bill, your work on this bill in the committee, was there compiled a list of states that are not protective?
I don't remember that being listed.
And so we really don't know how many states, and I agree with you.
I do not know. There may be people who do know, but I don't know. And it seems to be somewhat of a subjective term.
Well, that's, I guess, where I was going with that. And I agree with you. One case is too many, and one case is reprehensible. One state would be too many, but I just wondered if we had an idea as to the scope and the reach of the problem.
I do not. I'm looking at a map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It looks like 12 have some kind of, protection or something against non-disclosure agreements, something similar to this federal law, which would be evidence that states could do it.
Yes.
Mr. Cicilline advised me that there were 5.
That's a total prohibition.
Okay.
That's right. And then there are some that have some regulations, but the vast majority of states have no regulation or prohibition at all of non-disclosure agreements. So it's a national problem.
Whether it's 5 or 12, it looks like state legislatures are capable of legislating on this issue, and it's a dynamic area where there is legislation being offered and debated.
And I think that's, as you correctly point out, that is the way things are supposed to work in the state's laboratories of democracy.
Absolutely.
Well, like Mr. Cole, I've supported similar legislation in the past. I suspect I'm going to be supportive of this as it comes through, but it is something we need to, I think, keep in mind when we are altering that fundamental contract with the states in the 10th Amendment, why that is occurring and what states might do better so that the federal government doesn't have to involve itself in state activities. So thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity. I'm going to yield back.